Hello, this is Andrew Dudich with WITY, and I'm at the Danville Area Community College's annual Ag Day. And right now I am with Kevin Donoho, who's a district conservationist. And kind of what's your district and who do you work with?
Okay, my district includes both Vermilion and Champaign counties, and we work in partnership with the local soil and water conservation districts to get conservation practices on the land and address natural resource concerns of anybody who's got land that they want issues addressed on.
Okay, and then what kind of issues come up sometimes that you might have to work with?
Well, primarily a lot of the issues that we deal with are around soil erosion issues. So as you might well guess, the winter that we just came through that seems to keep lingering on caused a number of problems and a number of runoff and erosion issues. And so those issues, whether they're on cropland fields or even off of cropland, we can help people address those issues by utilizing a number of practices that we have to address those issues.
And then in your time working in this area, have you seen more people adopt like no-till practices or cover crops or anything like that?
Actually, you mentioned a couple of real hot topics. Actually, the cover crop issue is one that really seems to be catching hold. It's not actually a new practice. It's a practice that was a lot larger part of farming operations a number of decades ago when cropping rotations were longer and livestock were more involved in everybody's operation. But those are great practice. Cover crop practice is a great practice to utilize to actually address soil erosion, but also other things such as maybe nutrient sequestration or nitrogen sequestration, or nitrogen fixing, or maybe even address soil compaction or soil health related issues. So those are just a number of the things that just that one practice can address. The no-till issue is actually there's two forms of no-till. There's complete no-till, which means no tillage at all anytime during the year, and then there's also something called strip till, which is kind of a modified version of no-till that involves deep placement of nutrients either in the fall or in the spring that'll be then no-tilled into. So both practices are actually pretty popular, and we can help people get started on that with programs that we have to offer.
Well, that's really interesting. And then also you're here today to see if you can get other people interested in working in your department, as well as being able to answer other questions.
That's right. We're always looking for good people to work with us and work for us. In this case, actually, since we're here at Ag Day at DAC, the emphasis here is more on a younger crowd, maybe students who are not maybe sure what they want to do, what career path they want to take. And one career path that they could take is with us. They could even start by volunteering just a couple hours here and there, maybe for a couple of weeks, just to see what the things are that we do in the field. And if they like that, they may want to pursue what we call a pathway program, which would, so they start the process as being a volunteer, and if they like that and they want to pursue it, they can go further and start the pathway process towards being an employee with USDA NRCS.
And how does somebody get more information on that if they're interested?
They can stop by our office, any of the local offices, local USDA offices to get information, or they could go online, www.usda.nrcs.gov.
Because not everything today in agriculture is sitting driving a tractor. There's a lot of other jobs and necessary things that we need to make everything work.
That's right. Raising a crop takes a whole community. It starts, of course, on the farm, but that process is not just the farming operation. It's all the moving parts and pieces that put together the crop that we enjoy when it arrives at our table, but also the resources that get protected and addressed. Those issues get protected and addressed by our agency and our employees who want to make a difference in the world.
Well, you also have programs that you have available for people within your district of Vermilion and Champaign counties. What are some of the programs people can take part in?
Okay, the two most common programs that are available are EQIP and CSP. EQIP stands for the Environmental Quality Incentives Program, and that program is designed primarily to address current issues that you have in your operation or on your farm. Whether it's an erosion control issue, whether it's a livestock related issue, whether you want to maybe expand an operation and go shift to grazing, or forestry. Maybe it's a forestry issue. Maybe you have some timberland that you're not sure what can be done with it. EQIP is a great program that we can introduce you to, that you can apply for assistance through that program to address basically any natural resource issue that you have on your land. The other program that I mentioned was CSP, and that particular program is what I call an operation-wide program. That program is designed to assist producers who have been doing good conservation on the land, on their whole operation, maybe for quite some years, but they're wanting to try new things. Maybe they have never tried cover crops. Maybe they haven't shifted to no-till or strip-till, or maybe they haven't done a complete nutrient management plan for managing their nitrogen application, or maybe shifting to a different method of nutrient application. That program would be a great program for them to involve their entire operation and start to address those issues and implement practices potentially operation-wide, which will make a big impact on the natural resource and in their operation and to their pocketbook too as well.
Well, there's a lot of resources that your department offers, and one more time, how does somebody get in touch with you or learn more?
Well, visit your local USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service office. We're in the same building, co-located with the Farm Service Agency and the Soil and Water Conservation District. We're there to help you. You can find us online. You can Google us. You can Bing us, however you want to look us up. But just check out www.usda.nrcs.gov.
Well, Kevin, thank you so much for joining us today. There's lots of opportunities out there for young people as well as established farmers to be able to learn more about different practices. Be sure to check out that website and other videos here on WITYradio.com. For WITY, I'm Andrew Dudich.